Hello, and welcome to the Daily Gas for December 24th, 2025, called Buy None, Get Three by Philip Newman. It is Christmas Eve when I'm recording this. It's raining where I am. It's supposed to rain tomorrow too, so that's how my Christmas is going to go. But hopefully, wherever you are today, you are safe and having a nice holiday season. I do have a Christmas special coming out a bit later, so be on the lookout for that. But otherwise, um, Philip has given us a very special gift today. We'll go over the rules and we'll explain why it's called Buy None Get Three. Don't look at the description though, otherwise it'll spoil all the fun. But essentially, what we're dealing with is normal 6x6 Sudoku rules apply and arrow. Digits along arrows must sum to the circle total. So normal 6x6 Sudoku rules is every row, every column, and every thickly outlined 2x3 box of the Sudoku will contain the digits 1 to 6 exactly once each. And for our arrows, it's just classic arrow rules. These two cells here are along the arrow for this bulb. So let's say this was 2 and 1, that would be 3, and this would then be 2 and 1 here to boot. Um, these arrows sum separately. So it's not that these four arrows would need to sum to this single digit, and that would actually break tremendously in a few different places, I think, or maybe not. Maybe just here. Yeah, maybe just here. But anyways, so looking at the possibilities here, you'd have to have these sets separately summing to whatever this is. So if this was, let's say 5, then this would be 3, and then this would be, I don't know, I guess 4, 1, and this would be 2, 3. I guess the 3 breaks, whatever, it doesn't matter. Anyways, the point is that this is how you would go about solving this. Um, but yes, so that is that for the puzzles. All of the puzzles use this exact same rule set, and the reason is following with Philip's Advent calendar. Um, we have the 22nd, but we're missing 2 days. We're missing the 23rd and the 24th. Well, here is the 23rd, and here is the 24th. The exact same puzzle with just one given change gives us three distinct solutions here. This puzzle specifically is harder than the rest. The reason that I know this is by looking at Thomas Snyder's times. Uh, he did the others in each less than a minute, and this one took him a good few minutes to actually solve. So I'm a little worried about what sort of craziness this little 6x6 could hold for us. But yeah, that is it. Those are the rules. Let's just jump right into it. Obviously, when I'm setting all these up, I'm looking at the puzzles, I do the rules explanation, so it gives me an idea of what things I'm looking at. For the other two puzzles, I have an amazing idea of where to start. With this one, I have no idea where to start. Well, I guess that's not entirely true. I have less of an idea where to start because the consideration is, what is this going to be? This is going to be, at least at this time, the most restricted bulb from what I can tell, because this only has two options. It can only be 5 or 6 because you have to have two distinct ways to sum to this. So if this was 5, then you'd have 2, 3, 1, 4. If this was 6, you would have 2, 4, and 1, 5. So bit of a pause here. What are we able to see from this? What are we able to see from this? Because this cell is not fully restricted in the same way, but similarly restricted because this, I guess maybe not so much, because this is either 3, 5, or 6. So it maybe is not that restricted. All right. These three cells are these three cells, right? Every 6x6 has guaranteed roping across the 2x3 boxes, not necessarily roping in the little two sets, right, in the columns, getting our column ping, as I like to call it. But we always have roping in the rows just because inherent to the 6x6, whatever these three digits are, have to go somewhere in these six cells, so they have to be exactly those digits. So I guess maybe doing some sort of like a color coding sort of thing could help here. Well, yeah, well, look at this. Wow. This, whatever this is, right? Whether it's, I guess, what are the options? I guess it depends on what this is. If this is 2, 3, 5, this couldn't be 3, but it could be 5. And if this is 2, 4, 6, I guess this could be 4 or 6. If this was, wait, this was 4. This would have to be 1, 3. This couldn't be 1, 2, 3 for double three, but it could be 3, 2, 5 with 1. So that would make sense. 2, 4, 6, 1, 3, 5. That would make sense. Otherwise, otherwise 6 would have to be. Well, yes. Okay. Either way, whether this is 4, 5, or 6, which are our options here, whether this is 4, 5, or 6, whatever digits you use to make the 4, 5, or 6 here are the same digits here. So that means, again, whatever this is here is this. Obviously, we know whatever these three digits are these three digits, but we specifically know that whatever these two digits are these two digits, which means that whatever these two digits are these two digits. Yeah, color coding would definitely help here. 4.5 minutes into our 6x6, and we have not placed a single digit. There's lots of interesting interactions, and I'm too stubborn to pencil mark this 6x6. So I'm not just coloring the corners for fun. The consideration is, where does 2 go? 2 definitely can't go here, but it could go here. 2 couldn't go here because then whatever this digit is would be this digit. But 2 could go here and here. 2 can't go here. By the same logic, actually, 2 can't go here because then whatever, if 2 did go here, then whatever this digit is would be this digit, just like this. Which means from our pointing set, 2 can't go there, which means 2 can go somewhere on the arrow. I don't know how that helps, though. We get, I guess, knowing that, we know that this, if this is 2, 4, then this would be 2, 4. If this is 2, 3, then this is 2, 3. which means whatever this digit is, whether 3 or 4 has to go between these two cells. And that's actually interesting because no, no. Yeah, no. Could it go here? 2, 3. Could this be 3? It could if this could be 1, 2. 1, 2, I guess would be fine, right? 1, 2, right. 1, 2, and then we use 1, 2, 3, so this has to be 2, 4, 6. Only option 2, 4, 6. This would be 4. 6 would make this 5, and that makes sense because this was 2, 3, 2, 3. That's how we got 3 here in the first place. Otherwise, if it was 3 here, let's say, well, I guess the other option is consider is could this be 4? 4, because this could be 3. Could it be 4? 4 would be 1, 3. Um, 1, 3 would force 2. It would have to be 1 specifically here for 5, 6. Then this would be 4. Wait, no, that doesn't make. Wait a second. That doesn't make sense. These would. Okay, so then this couldn't be 4. But that's like so much look ahead. All right, guys. Coming up on 10 minutes. Let's place a digit. Let's place a digit. What are we missing? I feel like we place a digit and it's just all going to fall into place. Problem is this could be 3, right? This could be 3 with 1, 2, and the 2, 4, 6 makes sense. 2, 4, 6. But this broke the second that this was 4 with 1, 3, because then that forced that. Oh, gosh darn it, folks. I didn't do this in reverse, did I? It's so obvious. Well, now it's so obvious. Hindsight's 2020, right? Um, soon it'll be 2025, right? Um, all right. Whatever these 3 digits are these 3 digits, which means that whatever these 3 digits are exactly these 3 digits. All right. Where does this cell go? This value, whatever the options are, what did I say? 356, right? 356 cannot go on its own line and it can't go here, which means whatever this is must go here. Great. So now if we consider the other options, right, whatever this is must go over here. That means that this cell must be this cell. And if this cell is this cell, right, this is whatever it is. But if this cell is this cell, then that means that this must be 2. Because if these two match, then these two must also match accordingly. What that means here is this is either 1 to give us 3, and that works because 1, 3 would give us 3 here, right? Because whatever this is has to be this. This would be 4, 6, 2, 4, 6. This would be 5. This would be 1. Wait, no. No, this would be, sorry, 6, 2, 4, 1, 5. Wait. I think that, sorry, I shouldn't go too deep into it, but like 2, 3 makes 5, right? And 5 makes 6 again. Otherwise, 2, 4 makes 6, and 6 makes 5, and that's 2, 3, 1, 4, and we know the order 4, 1. Yeah, it works. It makes sense, right? These three are these three. This is this specifically. This is this specifically. This is where, again, color coding would come in handy because we know exactly what the like flavor is of these. These three are these three, are these three. This digit specifically, I guess, could go in any of these cells. This is a lot of good insight for the next puzzle, at least, or next puzzles, I should say. Maybe I should have started with those knowing that they were easier. Maybe that would have given me the insights I needed here to get through this a little bit quicker. What are my limitations? Obviously, if, well, could this ever be 6? Could this ever be 6? Yeah, of course. Wait, yes, of course this could be 6, because then, no, it couldn't. This could never be 6, because in order to make that work, this would have to be 3, and this would have to be 5, right? But if this is 3, then we know this is 3, which means this can't be 3. So actually, we know 6 goes between these two cells. We know that 6 goes on these two cells because it could never go on an arrow, which actually restricts it just tremendously in the Sudoku in general. Oh, which actually means this can never be 6, right? Yeah, I guess the easy, wow. Oh my gosh. 6 has to go between these two cells. This is like the only place besides here where 6 is like perfectly lined up. And if 6 has to go between these two cells, then this could never be 6. And if this could never be 6, this has to either be 3 or 5, which means no matter what, it's either 1, 3, or it's 3, 5, which means no matter what, this is either 1, 3, or 3, 5 itself, which means that this can never be 3. And if this can never be 3, oh my gosh. It really was like just one digit, just made it work. And it wasn't even the 2. It was literally 6. It was literally just 6 the whole time. Um, all right, now. This is 2, 4. This is 1, 5. This is 3, 6. 6, 4, 6. 6 between these two cells means we actually have a set staring down, which means this has to be 6, because if 6 points across, 6 has to go between these two cells and between these two cells, and this is the only place for 6. Oh, which means that whatever this pair, or not whatever, that the 1-5 pair that goes here is the same 1-5 pair that goes here. Which means we have 3 between these two cells. 2, 4, wait. Whatever this is this. It can't be 2, so it has to be 4, which means this is 2. 4, 6. This cannot be this cannot be 4. This has to be 4. Only option between these two cells here. So then this is 6. And then this is 2, 4. This is 6. Okay. This is 2, 4. And 6. Okay. 6 gives us 6, gives us 4, gives us 2, gives us 4. All right. And that gives us 2 here. Okay, folks. We're going to make this happen. 1, 3, 5. This is 1, 5. This is 3. 1, 5. This is 3. 3. This is 1. This is 1. This is 5. This is 3. This is 5. 1, 5. This could never be 1. This is 5, 1, 5. 5 means this is double 3. This is 1. That is a 3 in the corner. 3. If I wasn't just like placing digits without even thinking, I would have held that one for a little bit longer. And to finish this off, we have a 5 and we are done in 19 minutes and 4 seconds with buy none, get 3. But this is only the 22. But I think these next ones are hopefully going to be a little bit easier. And I'm not even going to go through the rules again. It's the same rules. Let's just jump right into it. All right, why do I think this is immediately going to be easier? Well, because if we look across here, 2, 3. Where does 3 go? 3 can't go here because if it did, it would be 1, 2. So this is 3. 2, 2 can't go here because then you'd need -1. So it has to be 2, which means this is 5. I think the same logic that we used here, regardless of whether this is 2 or whatever, the fact that this is 3, where does 3 go in the column, right? Oh, no, sorry. Wait, maybe it does matter? Wait 1 second. Oh, okay. We know this is 5. This will be 1, 4, 6. This can't be 1, and it can't be 6, so actually this is just 4, 6, 1. We can do this a lot more quickly if we don't think too much about it. But I think this has to be 2, 3 again, but I'm trying to see. What did I do the first time? I said 3. Oh yeah, where does 3 go? Here. Where does 3 go? Here. Can't go here. Can't go here. If it went here, you would have to have the same digit, so it's 3 between these two cells, which means this is 3 with 2. And then the consideration then is if 3 went here, what would be your option for this? There's no reasonable option. Otherwise, this has to be 1, this has to be 4, this has to be 4, this has to be 6. This is 1, 3. 1, 4 here. 3, 2, 5, and 6. Once again, 6 has to go between these two cells. We are missing 2, 3, and 4, which I guess actually 2, 1, 4. It's the same thing. Again, whatever these two digits are these two digits. It's the same pattern. We're left with 2, 3, 5. This will be 5, 2, 3. This is 6. In the column here, we need 2 and 1, and this is 4, and 1 and 4 is 5, and this is 3, and this is 3, this is 2, this is 5, this is 6, and this is 6, and we're done in 2 minutes and 18 seconds with buy none, get 3, with the 23rd day in the Advent calendar. And finally, to finish this off, we have this one, and we'll just jump right into it. I just had a 1 second moment. Yeah, okay, we're recording. I scared myself there that I wasn't even recording. That would have been funny. This is 2, 2 stairs here. This is gonna be 2, 6. I think again we're gonna have the same logic here. This will be 2, 4 in some order here. This will be 1, 5, and then 4. 4 though, actually interesting. 1, 3, 5. It could be. Wait a second. It could be 1, 3 with 4 and 5, or it could be 1, 5 with 6. Gosh darn it. Maybe this one isn't as easy as I guessed it was going to be. I guess, well, no. 1, 3, 5. Hello. What's going to go with 4? The only option is 1. This is 5. This is 4. This is 1. This will be 3, 5. Yeah, it's the 4 is actually very restrictive here. Then we know this is 2, 4. That means this will be 5, 1 here, which means this is 3, 6. And then this is 3, 6. Well, what's our option here? Only option is 2, 6, 3 with 6, 3 here. And with our option 2, 4, and 5, this is certainly going to be 2, 5 with 6 here. This will be 2, 4. This will be 5. This will be 1. This will be 6, which gets us 6 here. Again, actually, because yeah, this was 2, 4. This was 3. Huh. Guess it just sometimes works out that way, doesn't it? This is 1. This is 5. This is 4. This is 2. This is 4. This will be 3, 1, 2, 5, 4, 2, and 4. And we are done in 2 minutes and 31 seconds with the final of the set of Buy None, Get Three by Philip Newman. So we made it through Philip's Advent calendar. This one took us 19 minutes and 4 seconds. The other ones took us, 4.5 minutes in total. So we managed to get it all done in just under, actually, that's quite thematic there, just under 24 minutes, it seems. Because 21:18, sorry, not 21:18, 2:18, 2:31 is 4:49. 4:49 plus the extra 4 there, it gets us to 23. So yeah, we managed to get it right under 24 minutes there. So with all of that, hopefully you enjoyed, and thank you so much for watching. Again, Merry Christmas to all.